What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Flickinonmybic, here where I bring you the beauty, juice, and spiritual truths. I am your spirit guide host, MS.DC, and today, y'all, we back with episode 3, season 3, Zodiac Intuition. Okay, I decided to put season 2 on hold. Corona stepped in and fucked up a lot of shit for everybody, so I just kind of put the season 2 All About You, which was interviews and everything, just kind of on hold. And I'm going to be incorporating in this podcast um, a tarot reading, okay? And I'm going to be doing it for the sign of Sagittarius. Super, super, super excited. I love my Sagittarius people. If I'm not as like up to speed as usual, I have a throbbing headache. Like my hair, it's like in a little ush bush phase, but generally when it starts to grow out, it hurts. Now I don't know who that might be for, but for me, like when my hair grows out, because I generally keep a really close cut, when it starts to grow out and it has like a coarse, tight curl to it, it it hurts my head. Like it does it every time. So like my energy level might be low, but my energy level is still present. Okay. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. Some of y'all Sagittariuses might be having headaches right now, might be going through a lot right now, you know, and I don't intend on sharing that negative energy with you, but just honestly to let you know that other people are feeling it too. You know, maybe this is the pain of others that I'm feeling right now. Maybe I am an empath, a life path 7. So naturally I'm an empath, Aquarius, humanitarian, moon sign Virgo, rising sign Taurus. Okay, so yes. So what we're gonna do is this is still gonna be a podcast, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna cut back, talk, relax, but I'm gonna incorporate a tarot reading in here, and we're gonna go from there. And then I'm also gonna read like a little insert from this book that I have. It's actually really, really good. It's called In Focus Astrology, Your Personal Guide, you know, and it's by Sasha Fenton. It is actually a really, really, really good book. So I'm going to read an insert towards the end. So if you want to hear a little bit about yourself, wait to the end. Okay. Now, I do want everybody to understand that this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to every single Sagittarius, especially not at this current time. Cross watchers, anybody outside of being a Sagittarius, you're more than welcome to tune in, you know. Yeah, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading. I will be communicating with you guys through 4 different tarot decks. One is the Moonology Oracle card deck. I generally pull 3 of these. We have the Light Seers Tarot deck, which I love the illustration on these, like really good. And then the actual tarot with the Modern Witch tarot deck, and I love this deck as well. This is one of my favorite ones thus far. And then the Romance Angel will pull one of these just in case, you know, it has to do with love or romance. Okay, so yes, Spirit wants me to talk to you. And Sagittarius, let's see what's going on. You know, genuinely, I'm gonna be honest, I was messing with this Sagittarius guy who was in a situation, you know, and I'm just being really, really honest because I just am, and I know my Sagittarius would definitely understand, or anybody outside of that. Just having like a little heart to heart. When you're spiritually guided to do certain things in life, and look at this one just wanting to pop out. When you're spiritually guided to do certain things in life, it's very difficult to not pay attention to the signs that caution you and things like that, even when you feel like they are. The relationship that I had with this guy was really, really unique. It was very amazing, you know, but he had a situation and I didn't. And so being there, the energy felt good, the intent was good, but something was pulling me away, you know. And I noticed that a lot of Sagittariuses are generally in relationships they're not really in. You know what I'm saying? They're in relationships they're not really in. And you know, sometimes having a friend outside of a genuine friend or another energy outside of whatever relationship can be good when it's genuinely respected, I feel like. But I also feel like, too, out of respect, you know, because everybody might not feel the same way you feel. So, like, me and the Sag felt the same way, but his lady may not have felt the same way. You know what I'm saying? So, out of respect of knowing that, I feel like it's better to cut ties in certain ways. You know, I'm not saying to just end everything, but there needs to be boundaries set out of respect for everybody. So whoever that was for, yes. So the first card says, what do you need to release? See what I'm talking about? What do you need to release? Maybe it's that partner. I mean, that was just my situation. You know what I'm saying? And we're still cool. We still talk, but there's certain things that we don't do. You know what I mean? And we just respect that about each other. Be bold and make the first move. You might be in a situation to where you're trying to figure out whether you should or whether you shouldn't do something, regardless of what it may be. So be bold and make the first move. Maybe something needs to be said or something needs to be done, and maybe you are the one that needs to do it. Nothing is yet set in stone. So I don't know why I thought contract immediately. Some type of contract, whether it be a house or a car or something, is not set in stone. So be bold and make the first move, but I feel like make it wisely. Think about it 2 more times than what you already thought about it. Okay? Now we're getting ready to move to the Modern Witch tarot deck here. Y'all, my hair growing out is hurting my head so bad. Like, y'all just don't even understand. If anybody knows what that is, if you a cosmetologist or somebody that knows somebody that do really good hair or knows something about hair who can inform me on why my hair hurts when it grows, what am I not doing? Is it not enough water being drank? You know, I don't know. I'm eating healthy. See what y'all first card is, because that just flipped out. Okay, the Hangman in reverse. So you stuck. What do you need to release? Whatever it is, you stuck. 4 of Pentacles. You stuck holding on to something. You stuck holding on to something. 3 of Cups. You stuck holding on to a situation you don't want. I feel like you stuck holding on to a collaboration or a relationship. I see cups, so I feel relationship, and not necessarily an item, you know, a monetary item. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, you might feel stuck and you holding on to some type of relationship that you don't want, or you're holding on to some emotion that maybe you don't want. But I feel like you're holding on to let's see, there you go. I feel like you're holding on to it's something that you're holding on to, like you're saving it, you're keeping it, but it has to do with your relationship. Maybe you're trying to hold on to the relationship for the kids. Maybe you're holding on to the relationship for the sake of the fact that maybe you all have a home together. You all may not have kids. You may just have a home together, or maybe you share a car. You know, maybe a car is in both your names. And then, you know, earlier I said something about contracts. And see, we got the 10 of Pentacles that just flipped out. So that's family. You know, that's having everything. So I feel like this is just like you're holding on to your family. You're holding on to, look. See, the world. You're holding on to your family, everything. I feel like your family is important to you and you're holding on to it. But even though it's important to you and you're holding on to it, it's still making you want to release something, maybe some type of energy. Maybe you want to clear the air with your partner. You know, maybe you all have been on beef mode with each other for a little while and y'all ready to just like set it aside, put the beef aside. And I don't know if this is something you want to walk away from or if you want to stay in. Queen of Wands. So I feel like you got the World and you got the Queen of Wands, some type of independence that you want, you know, some type of success that you want. And I feel like it might be with family. And this Queen of Wands is, you know, someone of independence, wanting independence. So, and because it's like right above this 3 of Cups in reverse, it's like I feel like you don't want this relationship. Your family is important to you and you do love your family, but it's like, it's not whatever it is, it's just, I feel like it's just not enough, or it's not making you happy, or it's just the High Priestess in reverse. Queen of Pentacles. And the Page of Swords. So with this High Priestess, it's like you're blocking or you're denying, you know, your intuition. Your intuition is telling you something, and whatever you're thinking, you probably should be doing the opposite. Because with the High Priestess, it's like high intuition, it's like knowing. But when it's in reverse, I feel like it's a delay. So the Queen, and then you got this Queen of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you're doing, or whatever it is that you're doing, you probably should be doing the opposite. And with this Page of Swords, it's like you have I feel like you have an idea of what you want to do, or you have an idea of what you want. Maybe you have an idea in what you want in someone else. I don't know. Let's get to clarifying. Let's get to clarifying. Let's see. Before we clarify, we'll move in with an angel romance, with a romance angel. Oh, why are some of these turned around like this, y'all? Woo, y'all. I tell you what, Sagittarius, I'm a loose end today. But yes, I feel like maybe you holding on to this family. I feel like you want success in all areas of your life. I think you want success in all areas of your life, but I think you want also success in your Queen of Wands. Or maybe you're not having success with this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like it's probably two people here. You know, it's two situations here. And maybe you're wanting maybe you're wanting success, but with the wrong, I'm getting the wrong woman. engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So maybe you are choosing to stay with this person. I feel like I'm kind of getting a feeling it's like you want to kind of mold this person into the person you want them to be, and they're just not that person, or maybe they don't have all of the qualities that you feel like they once did. I feel like it's kind of one of them situations where like it was really good in the beginning, and then after marriage, after kids, after life, it just kind of changed. Maybe the way you all touched each other changed, or maybe the way you talk to each other changed. Maybe the amount of time that you all are spending together changed, and it's just kind of like a lost love, I feel like it's like a lost, kind of like a lost love. Like it was good in the beginning, and then we got married, we had kids, and then everything just kind of slowed down after that. And I wonder, I've never been married. So if you're married and you listening to this video, what is it that I feel like changes after marriage? What is it? Or is that even something? Do people really be, hyping this situation, or what really be going on? Because I hear that from a lot of couples. It's like right after marriage, right after this, everything just kind of changes. And I'm just kind of like, if you had this particular type of feeling for somebody for 3-4 years and then you get married, why is the feeling still not there? Like, what has changed? And that's why I said, you know what, this European way of life, which is marriage, honestly, and I know people might not like that, but I don't care. Like, it just is what it is. Like, marriage was not something, I feel like, marriage wasn't. And you know what, history lesson real quick, marriage was something that was invented by the European people, if I'm not mistaken. Now go and do your research on it. But there were contracts pretty much back slavery days. And what happened was the slaves pretty much said, the slave owners pretty much said, we want to control population. We want to control the amount of kids being born. So what we're going to do is we're gonna mandate and say you all cannot sexually reproduce unless you're married, and you have to sign a contract that said, or I, as the European white people or whatever, are saying, in order for you to have kids, you have to be married and you have to go through me. So I'm going to draw up this contract that says that you and this person are married and that you all can have kids. And so it was a form of population control. So it was a contract that pretty much stated you could get married and you can have kids. If you didn't have, and see this, the Ace of Swords and Ace of Pentacles, I'm sorry, in reverse. So you're losing something of huge value to you, or at least that's how you feel. You feel like, see, and it's right next to this collaboration card. You feel like you're losing it. But yeah, history has shown us that certain contracts are made. So I feel like fast forward, people just get married and don't really understand what marriage is, why marriage is. They don't understand, you know what I'm saying, the history that came behind it, why it is, why we think the way we think. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't think about these things. We just go and we just do what these European people tell you to do. And guess what? You go and you get in these contracts, you get married to these people that say, oh, well, when we get married, you can sign this prenup, or I get this, or you get that. All of these contracts that say, I've heard lots of stories really about couples who get married and now all of a sudden she don't want you, but she wants your money, or she wants the house, she wants the car, she wants you to buy it, or he, you know, get with you and he wants you to pay for all the meals. He wants you to cook all the food. He wants you to do all of the shopping. You know what I'm saying? And you have high intuition right now. That was 2 cards. See? High intuition about your lover. You have a high intuition about your lover. Okay? And you feel like you losing it. You feel like you losing it. You losing your relationship. You losing your lover. And you know. You know, it's like, you know. So we'll put those right here. And we'll do some clarifying on the board. But yeah, the 3 main cards that popped out, the Ace of Pentacles. So something of value. And see, look at that. Just popped over. You're with, it's like you want to be withdrawn. It's like out of sight, out of mind. And I feel like Sagittarius, y'all got a bunch of shit going on. Like y'all are always doing something, always keeping busy. And so whatever it is needs your attention. And I feel like it's like you're withdrawing. You're not trying to, you're really not trying to give it your attention. And it may be your family. You know, it may be your family that requires some attention. I'm going to just set that right there. So let's clarify. What is the Hangman in reverse? So yeah, y'all, be careful when y'all, and I know Sag people also, Hangman, the King of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe this person isn't equal to you or isn't giving as much as you. Maybe this person is just not, you know, what they used to be. Maybe they used to be the King of Pentacles and now they just not, you know. And that's what I was saying. Like, Sagittarius, I hear a lot of time don't like to be married. They don't really like to be married. Now, I don't know why that is. I just read that somewhere that they generally don't really like or care to be married. It was a video I saw on YouTube. And they don't really care to be married. And it's because I feel like a lot of times, like I said, they be in relationships that they're not really in. Their lives are like separated by departments, I feel like. In this box, you have my career. In this box, you have my family. In this box, you have my finances. In this box, you have my pet. In this box, you have my creative endeavors. You know, you have so many different compartments, you know, and family is just like one of them. When I feel like dealing with family, I dig into there and do whatever, and then I put it back. And then when I'm in my creative space, you know, I'm in these boxes right now. I'm not worried about everything else. So I feel like whoever this person is maybe needs attention or wants attention and isn't giving it to you. So what is this 4 of Pentacles? What is this 4 of Pentacles? You're holding on. See, you're resisting a tower moment with this person. So I feel like it's like you're holding on to something that you really don't need to be holding on to. And it's probably not serving you. You know what I'm saying? It's not serving you at all. And you're resisting this tower moment. You're trying to hold on to something that you know isn't working for you. You know what I'm saying? What is this 3 of Cups in reverse? Stuck in between letting go or staying. Stuck between letting go or staying. You stuck between the two. It's like you staying, but you know you don't want to stay, and you know you don't need to stay because you're losing out with that Ace of Pentacles. You feel like you're losing out. You feel like you're losing out. What is this Queen of Wands? What is this Queen of Wands? Ace of Swords. Look at that. Look at that. The Ace of Swords, like, you know. It's like you have a really good idea, you know, of what you want to do or how you want to, but I just feel like you're not. What's this High Priestess in reverse? See, making a plan. delay. Making a plan to get out, that it's a delay. You know what I'm saying? You're delaying. Maybe you're trying to come up with a plan on how you're gonna just dip out of this situation, but it's like you delaying the process. Maybe you just trying to figure it out right now. I feel like maybe you just trying to figure it out. And let's see what this Page of Swords is. Let's see this Page of Swords is. See, family. Home life is not good. You're not happy. And it's like you know you're not happy. It's not just it's not just an idea. Like, you just know your home life is not happy. You feel it, you know it, you think it. Your home life is not happy, unfortunately. And like I tell people, this is just my interpretation. It don't have to be like this, for real, for real. It could be something like this a little bit. Maybe the people are switched. Maybe the situation is switched. But yeah, at this point, I'm just kind of in y'all business because let's see. See, Seven of Pentacles. It's like you're trying to build a foundation with this Queen of Pentacles. You got the Seven of Pentacles over top of the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like you trying to, it's like you in between building a foundation with this person and leaving, but it's like you too attached to the family. You too attached because it's yours, you know, but it's just kind of like you require your time and your space. What is this card? See, Page of Cups. I don't even know what that was, but Page of Cups. You had an idea. I feel like you had an idea of what you wanted this relationship to be like, how you wanted it to be, whether short or long term. And I feel like after this Four of Wands, which is, hold on, let me pick it up. I got nails, y'all. After this Four of Wands, after marriage, family, kids, you know, after all of that happened, things started slowing down. And so now it's like, it's not fun no more. Now it's just like, I'm living this life by myself now. Like, I have all of these things, but I'm still living this life, I feel like, by myself, you know, trying to protect others, trying to, you know, work and build solid foundations, keeping my family afloat, keeping myself afloat, you know. Last card is going to be the World. Last card is going to be the World. Five of Cups in reverse. So yeah, you're trying to succeed at certain things in this life. You want to do a lot of things. You want to make a lot of big moves in this life. And you have all of the things that you want, but it's like, I really feel like relationship wise, it's like, it's just kind of like you just want to start all the way over. Just start all the way over. Just start all the way over from scratch. Knew this, knew that, knew this, knew that. Excitement. I really feel like this is more of a relationship based situation. You know, what do you need to release? Be bold and make the first move. Nothing is just set in stone. So I feel like you guys just kind of in a situation right now where it's like really having to choose between, you know, an entire foundation that was already built, because you did have the entire foundation. Like, you had the family, you had probably the kids. I didn't really, Ten of Pentacles, that's everything. So we'll just go with that. You know, you had the kids, you had the job, you had the wife, you had the happy home. You know what I'm saying? You all got your cars and you all are living you all's lives together as a family. And then after a while, things just kind of like died down. And it's like, and now it's not fun no more. Maybe your husband isn't keeping himself up, or maybe your wife isn't keeping herself up anymore. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they went from being exciting to boring. Maybe sexually they don't want to be invested, or maybe they just don't want to be touched, or they just like, stop touching me right now, like, please. Maybe that's what it is. But unfortunately, you have to make a decision. And we're going to go ahead right now and read this excerpt in here. I really, really love this book, y'all. And I've been trying to really get myself to a point to where I'm challenging me to do things that I normally would not do. And picking up a book, I'd rather do like YouTube, the audio books or whatever, as opposed to doing the damn reading book. But this book was actually pretty good. So if you are into astrology, I definitely would. All right, so we're going to read this answer on Sagittarius, okay? So November 23rd to December 22nd, planet Jupiter, symbol the Archer or Centaur. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Gender, masculine, element, fire, quality, mutable. Now, mutable, you guys, just so that you can know, is a sign that people are adaptable. They work in jobs where they travel around or deal with a flow of different people or during the course of each day. So they move around a lot. And Sagittariuses are the adventurers of the zodiac sign. Those are the ones that are constantly like on the move, like they're always getting into an adventure, and generally it's in whatever it is that they like. So if they're like, in SWAT, or if they're like heavy in like weedology, or if they're in politics or whatever it is, like they get really into that, and they create a life surrounding protecting people, because Sagittariuses are the protectors also of the zodiac. So hence why you find a lot of them to be bouncers or bounty hunters, or working corrections. And also y'all can go on my Instagram, DesiDC, DZIDC, or Flickinonmybic, FLICKINONMYBIC, Flickinonmybic on Instagram. And you can even go on my YouTube channel, Desiree AC, DESIREE, capital A, capital C. And I did a couple of videos, but there's one video in specific that I did that it's the quirk to your zodiac sign. And Sagittarius people are the people that generally have the quirk for you guys that came up with was that you all generally tend to be in careers or some type of creative avenue that deals with like government. Like I said, bounty hunter, fingerprinting. I know a chick that did my fingerprinting one time. She was a Sagittarius. They're generally in the field where they're either helping or protecting other people. You know what I'm saying? In a sense. And yeah, it was just really, really crazy. They generally tend to love dogs as well. They usually are dog lovers. And for the men, I notice a lot of time the men generally like to do the t-shirt sweatpants. And that's crazy because I have on a t-shirt and a form of sweatpants. But most Sagittarius men that I know, when they dress up, they dress comfortable. They like to dress comfortable, but they usually have like sweatpants and a t-shirt kind of style with a hat. Yes. Okay. So now Sagittarius is a masculine fire sign. So these people think and act quickly. They can see the overall picture, but may have difficulty handling detail. Being a mutable sign, these subjects are adaptable and are able to fit into new environments more easily than most. This is a good thing on the whole, because people of this sign are apt to move from one area to another, or even one country to another at various times throughout their lives. Sagittarians come into two distinct packages. They are quiet, shy, short of confidence, and really happy only when with family or close friends, whereas others are among the most outgoing people in the zodiac. And I know a few, and it does definitely go both ways in that way. These folks are hard workers who can be quite successful in career, but occasionally lapse of confidence or foolish decisions can trip them up or prevent them from reaching their full potential. Sagittarius is known as a lucky sign, so these people manage to fall on their feet even in the toughest of times. Many are drawn to astrology and mystical arts, and most have a philosophical turn of mind, but they often turn away from religion or their parents or educators. They may appear superficial to outsiders, but the truth is they think deeply and can be studious, which is very true. Sagittarians are active, so they dislike sitting around for long. They love to be on the move and dislike being tied to one place, especially where their work is concerned. Most choose jobs where they meet a variety of different people. Sometimes the job takes them from place to place, or they may have hobbies or interests that encourage them to get out and about. Despite an appearance of great energy, like all fire signs, Sagittarians are Sagittarians tire easily. My apologies. Sagittarians tire easily and need time to give their bodies and nerves a rest. Last page. Jobs can range from vicar and teacher to tradesman, electrician, joiner, travel agent, bus or taxi driver, tailor, shop worker, or anything that deals with a host of people during the course of a workday. Veterinarians work, or even something odd such as training predator hawks. See, you all are into just like kind of SWAT, shooting guns. What is that show with the guys that dress up? They don't like dress up, but they wear like the camouflage and they got the beards and they go in the woods and the water and stuff like that. I forgot what that show is, but that's kind of like what I get with them. Like kind of, I got my dog with me. I'm about to clean my gun. We about to go out here in the wild and shoot a couple birds, But anyway, veterinarian work, or even something odd such as training a predator hawk or training new recruits to the Air Force might appeal to them. Many Sagittarians work as astrologers, psychic tarot readers, and palmists, people that deal with palms. Sagittarians of both sexes are extremely clever with their hands, so building and refurbishing a home is something that they find easy. They also love being outdoors, so they travel the country and explore their surroundings, and when young, they enjoy active holidays and fun-filled locations. Most enjoy keeping pets. See? A partner who nags or makes unreasonable demands will soon get these individuals down, as would a partner who restricts the Sagittarians' movement. These people hate an injustice, but their honesty can make them a little tactless and apt to upset others, albeit unwillingly. There is a side to them that never quite grows up, which ensures that they are truly fun-loving partners or parents. Sometimes a bad childhood can make the sign sad and lonely, so they need a supportive and loving partner. Common Sagittarius attribute: many Sagittarius have a lovely smile. Ow. Okay, so for my Sagittariuses, let's talk. Okay, let's talk. I feel like, you guys are great people. You work really, really, really hard. And I do, but, from an honest note, I'm just going to be completely honest. We all have flaws. And I just feel like the flaws that you guys have is, I know for one that you all aren't really good with your money, even though you always have it. And that's a big contradiction, I know, But I noticed that a lot of Sagittarius is generally do tend to have money, but it's like, it's kind of like you got money, like you have money, you have enough money to pay your bills and then still have extra to spend and you don't got to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like if on a rainy day, and like I said, how you feel you have money might not be to somebody else, but I'm saying it in terms of right now, if you needed to just spend, if you needed to spend $300, between $300 and $500, you could do it with no problem. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to spend $1,200, you would do it with no problem. It's not a problem. I can go ahead and spend that, you know, whatever. But I feel like you all generally have money, but you all don't tend to spend wisely. And as I said that, I just happened to look down at this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. That it is kind of like a big contradiction. And I feel like I said, you all departmentalize aspects of your life and you dab into, I feel like, those boxes when you so feel, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But the problem comes in when there is no balance. Okay. And I feel like maybe, what is it about the relationship that's no longer serving you? You know, ask yourself, what is it about this relationship that's no longer serving me? Where did the spark go? What was lost? Like, when did this stop? You know, when did I stop loving my partner? When did I stop loving my husband? When did I stop loving my queen? You know, when did I stop? When did she stop loving me? When did he stop loving me? You know, what was it? Was it the kids? You know, did the kids change our relationship? Like emotions, did emotions change the relationship? You know, ask yourself, what is it? Or at what point did our relationship change and why? And literally think about that. Like, I wanted you so bad in the beginning, everything in the beginning, even up until we got married, or even up until we had the kids, or even up until we moved in our first house, or even up until I bought you or you bought me my first car, or whatever, you know, living together for the first time, or doing certain things, traveling together. I never traveled with nobody by myself before. Or not travel with nobody by myself, but I never traveled with someone. You know, me and my guy, I've never been with a man, or I've never been with a woman who I actually traveled with before, but we're doing all of these things that we used to, we were doing all these things that we used to do. And it's like, when did that stop? Why did it stop? And we're still in this relationship that we're not fulfilled with. And so now it's at a point to where I understand that these things could potentially happen, but it's gotten too far. And now I've just completely lost interest. You know, I've just completely lost interest. And I know, I know I'm not worried about it. I know I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about the relationship. I'm really not. I am worried about it because I'm thinking on it, but genuinely, I'm not feeling this. You know, I'm not feeling it no more. It's like now everything that I needed out of this, I got it, and now like I'm done. Like I'm done. And that's kind of what I get from this reading, y'all. It may not be like that, to be completely honest with you, but that's my vibe. You know, that's my vibe. You know? And I feel like Sagittarius, I really want to feel like it's not your fault. Like, you did your part, is what I feel like right now. Like, I feel like you're struggling to keep yourself together. And it's really, and I feel like to an extent, it's not really your fault, because I feel like Sagittarius take responsibility for their actions. So that's why I kind of feel like if you want to leave, I don't feel bad. Like, you know how in some situations, people really don't treat other people right. And so you, like, you know what I'm saying? It would be different if the woman you was with only wanted you for money. Like she literally only dealt with you for money. You know what I'm saying? If she only was dealing with you for that, or if she was, you know, just a asshole, because you got some women out here that just be pure assholes. You got some men out here that be pure assholes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of one of those situations where it's just like, I don't feel like, for you guys, from what I'm reading from this, I don't feel like this was a situation where, you know what I'm saying, you didn't love this person. I feel like the love and everything, it was great in the beginning. It was great enough to where you all got married. It was great enough to where maybe you all were in a higher level of commitment. It was great to where you all had kids. It was great to where, you know, you all, like I said, were traveling together, seeing the world together, you know, holding on to relationships and just doing things. Because I feel like Sagittarius are a very loving sign. You know, they are a very lovable sign. I feel like they are emotional. I feel like they are emotional and they are affectionate, but it's kind of like only for a moment. I'm only going to hug and kiss you for a moment. I'm only going to love you, not love you, but it's like I'm only going to feel this way for a little bit. So, you know, while I'm feeling like it right now, you know, oh, shucks. Oh, it's in here. Yeah, so it's like, while I'm feeling like it right now, you know, let me give you the love. Let me give you, you know, the support. Let me give you all that right now, because that's how I'm feeling right now. But in a little bit, I probably won't feel like that. I'm probably going to be ready to dip out of here and go somewhere else, you know, or go see somebody else, or go love on somebody else, or go do something else. And I feel like if you got to do that while you're in a relationship or a high level of commitment, maybe you just need to, you know, put a pause. Maybe a pause needs to be put on a relationship, because I don't feel like you should be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't want the same thing as you, or isn't given the same thing as you. If you all can appreciate whatever it is that you both want in a relationship, I feel like it'll work out. Just like people who are in polygamous relationships, you know what I'm saying? They a lot of times, and I'm not talking about the fake, you know, polygamy type shows. I'm talking about, you know, the actual people that do healthy polygamy. You know what I'm saying? And as I'm looking at this, look at the moon. Look at the shape of the moon. I know the people that's going to hear this, you're not going to know, but all three of these oracle cards have the same moon shape on them. They have the same moon shape on them. Really, really, really pretty. But like I said, if you're listening, you can also see it on YouTube, so you can get the actual visual of what I'm saying. But yeah, I feel like Sagittarius, y'all, I feel like, I just want to say, it's not y'all fault. It might be a little bit, you might have aided, but I don't see, luck is on your side. Maybe you do need to get out of it. Maybe your partner really isn't tending to your needs, or maybe your partner is, or maybe you're not, you know, maybe you're not giving to your partner's needs. Maybe you're not tending to your partner's needs, and your partner needs it. You know what I mean? So is this relationship good enough to savor, or is it a relationship that you feel like, you know what, the relationship has literally ran its course, and now it just kind of needs to be deaded? You know, I need to move on. I need something else. Because the thing is, y'all, when you stay in relationships, that when you just do it for the kids, you don't give the emotion and the affection that your partner needs, because you genuinely don't want to do it. So it's like I'm forcing myself. But even like if you want to, like, if you force to kiss somebody that you don't like, and it's kind of like, I don't really want to kiss you, but you know what I'm saying? Or like for any of y'all who would have kissed Cardi B in the mouth, would you just walk up to her and kiss her in the mouth? I sure as fuck wouldn't. If I was a man, I wouldn't just walk up to her and kiss that bitch in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't do it. And so it's just kind of like, you know, if it's a chick that you know you really don't like, or if you in a club and it's a chick you really don't like, and she all in your face and she talking to you, her breath stink, and then she, you know, think you want a kiss from her, and then she lean in and you just kind of throw your head back, but not enough to where she didn't lip you. You know what I'm saying? Kind of ordeal. And it's just kind of like, you know, you don't want to force, because again, not wanting to be there is going to show. You being there, you not wanting to be there is going to, you know, is going to show while you're there. That's what I'm trying to say. Hold on, my head is hurting, y'all. I'm not drunk either, like for real. Okay, so you not wanting to be there, is going to show while you're there. So while you're there, your wife or your husband and even the kids may feel like, why he acting like he don't want to be here? Why is she acting like she don't want to be here? Why is he acting so distant while he here? Why is she acting so distant while she here? And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just genuinely, it's because like, me and you have a house together, or me and you have this car together, or me and you have this together, and I can't literally just up and go somewhere else. Like, I just can't do that. You know, unfortunately. So maybe you devising a master plan, but ultimately at the end of the day, ask yourself, what was it that kept you there? What is it that's keeping you there if you're trying to dip out? You know what I'm saying? You got to get up close and personal with yourself and be asking yourself, you know, what is going on? What is really going on? You know? And then I guess once you figure that out, you can better make a decision on what you need to do. But yeah, Sag, figure it out. Like, y'all are smart. I love Sagittarius energy. Every time I get around a Sagittarius person, my energy level just go do 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 do. You know what I'm saying? It goes up. Like, it's super, super positive. So I absolutely love my Sagittarius. Sagittarius, y'all make a decision. And don't be too quick to make the decision, because you all are fast acting, as the astrology book said. So just think about what it is that you need to do, what it is, you know, the pros and cons. Just think about what you may need to do. You know what I'm saying? And then plan appropriately. And once you plan appropriately and you figure it out, the wheel of fortune will turn in your favor. It will. It can go one or two ways. It can go the way you want, or it can go the way you don't want. Either way, something gonna happen. And so if you stay in a relationship that you really don't want to be in, it's not gonna work. Like, it's just not. Period. It's not. You're gonna get overly irritated. You're just going to start getting fed up. Like, that's just what happens. But if you feel like you can fix it, try and fix it. Those are your two options, point blank, period. But, you know, like I said, think about it, make the right decision. In between that time, make sure you give my video a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you share this to another Sagittarius, maybe. But yeah, figure it out, Sagittarius. And until next time, make sure you all follow me on Instagram, Facebook, all social medias. And yeah, leave me comments. Let me know what's going on with y'all. Let me know if I'm accurate on the information that I'm giving. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later, Sagittarius.